All right, and welcome to another glorious day of Slayer.
With the first part of Recipe for Disaster. This plugin is absolutely amazing. It actually tells you what dialogue to pick. So I am actually kind of blown away with the quest helper. It makes quest so much more enjoyable, in my opinion, rather than having to watch YouTube guides and then follow it and do it on screen. It just tells you exactly what to do. It's really amazing. I really wish RuneScape 3 had
Damn,
something
son,
like
where'd you
Hey,
this
thanks
find
for
and
the
this?
follow.
better plugins. But yeah, it's
Right
fantastic
now, I'm
so far.
watching
These
a
quests are hopefully
video.
going to go
I'll put it
by
in the chat
fairly
here.
fast because I'm not really a quest guy usually. And that is the first part of Recipe for Disaster completed. And there is Gertrude's cat completed another pretty quick quest, and we got ourselves a kitten. And that is Daddy's home completed and level 17 construction. We also got a construction loot crate that we'll just open for a little bit of random items. And it looks like next up is going to be a fight arena. And let's just check the rewards. So it looks like I'll end up getting about 12k attack experience and 2000 thieving experience. And that is the fight arena completed, level 23 thieving.
Basically, this is a video. RS3 players trying out old school RuneScape. First error that he's making is he's playing a regular account and not an iron. But yeah,
And just got some more attack XP as well. So pretty good progress there. Overall, this quest helper, it is an absolute blessing so far. And that is Monk's Friend completed, 2000 woodcutting XP. And that's Hazel Cult completed and another thieving level, 25 thieving. And that is the Sheep Herder quest completed. It's one of the more tedious quests in RuneScape, so it's nice to have that one done. And just completed Tower of Life. It's going to give me another thieving level and it looks like 20 construction as well. And we unlocked Mahogany Homes. And Tribal Totem is completed and level 27 thieving. And that is Witch's House completed. That is Merlin's Crystal completed. I'm really doing a ton of quests right now, and I'm actually having kind of a fun time doing it with the quest helper. So I'm going to do a few more, then we're going to jump on to a different goal. So I'm currently in the process of completing Holy Grail, but I just found out that you can change your resource pack. So you can see I'm just switching through these different resource packs. They all look pretty cool. It's kind of crazy how you can just completely change your UI. So I'm kind of going to fool around with this, try a few different ones. But I really like how much customization you have within RuneLight, basically. And that is Holy Grail completed and Murder Mystery completed. Okay, guys, I am currently in the progress of completing the Giants Foundry quest, and the graphics in this area are kind of blowing my mind. They look fantastic. That lava, the water just looks great. I think this quest, I think it actually unlocks, Giants Foundry, which is a smithing mini game. I just sort of just had to look it up. It's brand new. It's not in RuneScape 3 at all. And it's a really cool mini game. You can actually use
Giant's
different armor
Foundry is pretty
sets,
nice.
break it down into bars, and you make these ceremonial swords or something. And it looks like the quest is just going to go through a tutorial on how to do it. So, yeah, let's see how this mini game is. So we just completed the Sleeping Giants quest. I actually got 6,000 smithing XP, which is great, and it gives us access to the Giants Foundry minigame. So I'm actually going to try this minigame out. I think I probably just have some random junk armor pieces that I can scavenge around in my bank, and we're going to try and make a ceremonial sword. I think it's actually a pretty decent training method, and you kind of break even or make a little bit of GP when you're doing it. So I've been trying out this Giants Foundry minigame. Basically, you need to keep the arrow in the middle of the bar, and then you redeem the sword. And I got 5,000 smithing XP for redeeming it, 10,000 coins, and I think you get some sort of Giants Foundry points.
However, to really appreciate Giant's Foundry, you do good. Man, I've been getting this error a lot. It's pretty fucking annoying. If Jesus. So fucking annoying, dude. Wow. All right. Anyway.
or whatnot. So I kind of like the minigame. It's maybe a more fun way to train smithing. I think the XP is pretty decent. Maybe not the best XP, but it's a way to train smithing in a more interactive way, and I guess also break even or make a bit of profit. So definitely thumbs up for me on Giants Foundry. Okay, so I'm currently doing Rag and Bone Man 1, which is a really tedious quest. You have to go all over the map collecting these different bones. And I actually think they have a Rag and Bone Man 2, which
Oh yeah, there
absolutely
is.
sucks. I'm not looking forward to that. But honestly, this right here, this is what I don't really like about old school RuneScape. The run energy. Like, I've been running all over the place, and yeah, I could have bought staminas, but they're like 12k each or something, and I just didn't want to put that money into buying this potion. I just wish run energy was a little bit, not as harsh. It takes like 5 minutes to replenish from zero, which
Once you get a higher agility level, like it doesn't really matter as much, especially when you unlock more teleports and stuff and have a maxed house. Like it doesn't really matter too much. What they need to do is they need to have the agility cape give you infinite run energy.
is
Oops. The agility cape is the least obtained skilling cape in the game, and having the utility of infinite run energy would make the cape worthwhile.
ridiculous. And yeah, I don't have the graceful outfit yet. That is one of my other goals, actually, in this video, is to complete the graceful outfit, help me with all these quests. But really, run energy, I really wish it was a lot easier. At least give, an option to rest or something like in RuneScape 3. But anyway, my rant's over. Let's continue the quest. And that is Rag and Bone Man 1 completed. So glad we got that tedious quest out of the way. I've just checked out Port Phasmatis for the first time. I'm currently doing the Making History quest, and I am again just a bit blown away with the graphics. I do have the HD graphics plugin on, and I turned it on some pretty high settings, and you can see the bloom on these ghosts. It looks really good,
Yeah,
and
it
honestly,
does look
I'm kind of
nice.
impressed with these HD graphics. And so I just completed the Making History quest, 3 more quest points, and let's move on to another one.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fucking quests in this game.
Completing those 11 quests, I went and did the Natural History quest. It basically gives you level 9 Hunter and level 9 Slayer. I already had a bunch of Slayer XP, but still pretty good Hunter XP, and we got to level 12. Next, I went ahead and did a beginner clue scroll. It was my first one on the account, and
Wow.
it was just a few easy steps. So let's see what we get. And we got 4.7k. You can't really expect much, but that's the first clue scroll on the account. Hey guys, it's a brand new day. I took a break from doing quests, and now we're going to be looking at doing Barbarian Assault. Like I mentioned before, Barbarian Assault will unlock a pretty good upgrade for our melee set. It's going to upgrade the fighter torso. I have been doing quite a bit of Barbarian Assault. It's my first time ever doing it. You can see I have quite a few points in 3 of the 4 roles. Basically, what I will need is 375 points in each role, so Defender is my last role to complete. Then I'll be able to buy the fighter torso. So for those of you who have never done Barbarian Assault before, it's actually a pretty interesting minigame. A lot of people do it because the rewards are actually pretty good in old school. Basically, there are 4 different roles to choose.
Yeah, so Barbarian Assault's a pretty interesting one because if you have a good team with like good communication and stuff, Barbarian Assault is actually really fun. But if you do it with randoms, dude, it fucking sucks. Cause they'll just quit halfway through, completely wasting your time.
Choose from. You have 5 people on your team. So each time you look for a group, you pick a role. The roles are attacker, collector, defender, and healer. And so the attacker basically just kills the monsters through combat. You don't get any XP, which is a bit unfortunate, but I guess the idea is if you did, everyone would always want to be an attacker. You also have Collector, who collects eggs and puts them in a cannon, which then the team can just shoot at the monsters. Defender traps certain monsters, so they trap the runners. They're the only people that can defeat these. And then the healers, they can heal, but they also poison the penance healers, which are the weird little blob guys running around, and kill those. It's really cool because everyone has to coordinate together. They have to call out certain things so the other person knows how to kill their specific creature. Overall, I found the minigame pretty enjoyable actually. It only took maybe 3 or 4 hours to get enough points for the fighter torso, and it wasn't too bad either. And so this is the final Barbarian Assault run. I think I've killed 4 or 5 queens, and that's going to be enough. I completed that one as a collector, so we're going to go up and collect the fighter torso. Okay, let's buy this fighter torso, 375 of each. There we go. You can see it adds a +4 melee strength bonus, so that's huge. Comparing it to the dragon chain body, it is a bit weaker to the dragon chain body defensively, but the dragon chain body doesn't have that melee strength bonus. So I'm going to be able to hit harder with the penance torso, and it might even increase my max hit. So now that I got the fighter torso, I decided I would upgrade my other gear a little bit. So I bought some obsidian plate legs. Basically, these have a strength bonus, whereas the dragon plate skirt doesn't. And the defense bonus isn't that bad. It is a bit less bulky than the chain skirt, but we're all about that strength bonus. So this is the gear set we are rocking right now. Nice little fighter torso, got the Fury, Berserker helm, obsidian legs, and those iconic dragon boots with the whip and book of
Yeah, pretty
balance.
much the most.
So
Yeah, the
next, I
iconic
really
loadout.
want to upgrade that book of balance. I want the dragon defender, but before we do that, I am going to be completing the easy combat achievements, and I'll show you guys why. So to get the defenders, you need to defeat Cyclops in the Warriors Guild. The problem is you need Warriors Guild tokens to actually defeat these Cyclops and
Yep.
just be in the area. So to get the Warriors Guild tokens, I need to animate armor sets. Right now I'm animating the black armor. This gets me 20 tokens per kill, which isn't too bad. 20 tokens basically means I can stay in the room for 2 minutes. So I will need to kill a lot of these, but I want to also work on the combat achievements at some point too, so I may as well do it now. Completing the easy combat achievements gives me a pretty good reward. Completing the easy achievements give me a few different rewards, but the one reward that I'm going for is the 100% bonus Warrior Guild tokens from the Warriors Guild. This is going to allow me to farm up the tokens a lot faster, and then it will allow me to complete my grind for the Dragon Defender quite a bit faster as well. So this means I need to get at least 33 more easy task points. I can complete all the easy tasks, or I can mix and match. I can maybe do some medium tasks or hard tasks, which give me more points. So we're going to start off by completing some easy tasks. There are some really simple ones in here, like defeating a hellhound in a certain area, defeating a worm, things like that. So we're going to go for some easy ones and just start accumulating some of these combat achievements. So this first achievement that I'm going to be completing is just kill a hellhound. That's going to get me 1 point. And there we go, the hellhound is down and a combat task completed, 1 more point to be added. So next we're going to be completing the achievements for the Temperos boss. So there are quite a few achievements. There's 4 easy achievements,
That's
which
a
should
pretty
be
long video.
simple.
We're
One is
gonna
just
skip over
prepare a mass or totem pole,
Temporos.
so that shouldn't be too hard. I'll need to defeat Temperos 5 times, attack Temperos from both sides by loading both cannons. They make the skills a lot more fun. So I'm going to train runecrafting doing this. I think this
So
quest
you
actually gets
actually
a
played
ton
quite
of
a bit.
runecrafting
I'm
XP,
surprised.
and we'll jump all the way up to around level 30. So that's going to be pretty great, and we're going to try out Guardians of the Rift. And so that is the quest complete, 5,000 runecrafting XP, and that's going to get us to level 28 runecrafting. So now we can do the Guardians of the Rift minigame. There we go, just got level 38 rune crafting. That was my 5th Guardians of the Rift. It's a pretty cool minigame. I'll definitely do some more at some point.
Oh yeah, you will be.
But let's just collect the rest of our loot. Basically, it's just a bunch of runes. You can get some different pouches, and there are some other different unique drops. That's pretty good though. Oh, and I got a giant pouch. Now, one of the downsides is I can't actually use the giant pouch or the large pouch until a high rune crafting level. But the runes are pretty good, like 65 natures and 101 chaos. Like that's not bad. You make a little bit of money, and I got this little intricate pouch, and got a dragon spear. That might have been kind of rare actually. The dragon spear is 37k, so it's not bad. I'll take that, but I'm done with Guardians
Nice
of the
high
Earth
out.
for now. I got my rune crafting level up to level 38, so I made some pretty good progress. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I want to try out some different old school content. So I am going to try out
Man,
the
I wish you would have made
mid-game
an iron.
boss,
Like, the game's so much
Sarachnis.
better as an
So I'm going to
iron.
be buying the Sarachnis Cudgel. Basically, I
Buying
think
shit.
Crush is the best way to defeat this boss. So it's one of the cheaper Crush weapons to buy, and it's actually a drop from Sarachnis. So we're going to buy that,
It's even the point of
gear up,
doing.
and use it. It's going to be one of my first actual experiences with bossing in old school RuneScape. So we probably won't stay too long. I don't think I'm really a great level for it, but I do just want to try it out. I am here at Sarachnis' lair. Looks like someone is fighting him. Maybe I'll watch for a moment. I mean, he's definitely a lot higher level. But you know what? I watched the guide. We can do it. Let's switch worlds. All right, let's get him. Spec him. Ooh, a 15. An 8. A 3. Switch to the big mace. Oh my god. Protect ranged.
It's pretty
Protect
good for his
melee.
first time.
There we go. Still haven't gotten hit.
Yeah, damn.
It's too easy. He does spawn minions at some point. Oh, I got hit by melee there. He heals when he hits the melees. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's not looking good. I'm gonna kill. Oh my god. Kill him.
Ooh, nice. Ooh.
Oh my god, that was a big hit.
Ooh, better switch to range.
Okay. Oh shoot. What's going on? Why is he hitting so hard?
Damn, he already knows how to tick eat. The fuck?
Maybe I killed this guy. Get rid of him. Okay. It's probably the ranged hit that I messed up. Oh my god, I don't want to get hit by that. Jeez. I'll eat when he stuns me next. Oh, more minions. I think I'm just gonna ignore them maybe. I won't ignore this guy. Oh. Oh my god. I'm so close. Okay, I don't know. Maybe
Should almost just put the video on the screen, honestly.
Let's just drink another prayer potion just because. It's checked ranged. Checked melee. Okay, he healed again. Oh, I died. Ooh. That's a bit difficult, but we almost had him. We'll get him next kill. Alright, we started off by taking a 29 to the face.
I've definitely died at Sarachnis.
Okay, he's down to 150. That's pretty good. Just when he spawns these minions. I need to not mess this up. Okay, I'm protecting ranged.
Yeah, protect range.
I'm just gonna kill them because last time I think they really messed me up. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay, that's a big heal. That sucks. Ah, he hit me for that 20. I gotta figure out that part, but we're doing well. I have lots of food. There's no reason why I shouldn't get this kill. Take that hit. Okay. That was a big hit. One more. One more. One more. Okay. I got him. First Sarachnis kill. And that is an achievement. I got 7k. I probably shouldn't try again, but you know,
No way.
I don't know. Let's do it.
Back to back.
I'll probably teleport out or something if I can. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I've taken enough. Okay, well, we got 1 kill. Probably could do 2 trips at some point, but 1 kill is good enough for right now, and that's a combat achievement. Well, anyway, that was a pretty fun boss fight. I actually really enjoyed that, and I think I did it with fairly low skills, so I think that's pretty good. Another thing that I have been working on the past, like I mentioned, is just getting enough marks of grace for my graceful outfit. I think it's 250 of them, so I am short to complete the full outfit, but we will just purchase a few pieces so I can at least have a little bit of extra run energy restoration when I'm walking or just standing still. And eventually, the goal is to get the full outfit. And so just checking my birdhouses, and this should be a level 34 hunter with that birdhouse. This is really a great method. I'm really enjoying doing these. Basically, you can check it. I think it's about every hour. Just fill it with seeds. Yeah, about every 50 minutes. And the birdhouses right
What
now are giving
seeds
me
is
about
he using?
500 hunter XP.
He's using like some
When I check
expensive
it,
seeds on these things, I think.
60, and you can quickly just put one back on, put any type of seed in there, and check them again in 50 minutes. And so there's 4 of them. You have this mushroom that can teleport you around to all the spots, so it's pretty quick. And I think passively, like if you were to do it for a full hour, it's about 60k XP per hour, which is just great. So that's what I've been doing. And so before I go back to my Worm Slayer task, I decided I would just go for level 62 agility. So I'm completing the Troll Romance quest here. It'll give me 8,000 agility XP. The completion of
Alright, let's just
Troll
skip. Oh, yeah,
Romance.
then he
And
discovers the Nightmare Zone. Yep,
so I
there
have
it
been
is.
training my combat skills,
Jad.
basically AFK through the Nightmare Zone. I ended up getting God. Oh my
It's a
god,
pretty
that was
good way to
stressful.
end
An
it.
hour and 11 minutes, and we got the fire cape.
Nice.
And this is my first fire cape in old school. That was so intense. It's so rewarding actually completing it. Oh my god, that was so good. Complete the fight caves after surviving a hit without praying. Well, a good thing he did hit me, I guess. Oh my god, that's so good. That is so good. Honestly, that's really good too, because I want to go for the medium achievements at some point. That is amazing. Fire cape is obtained. Look at the stats on this thing. +2 prayer, +4 melee strength. Oh my god. Well, that is it. That is the last challenge that I had for myself for this video. That is it. We are complete. If you guys want to see a part 2, make sure to like the video. If the video gets more than 500 likes, I will start working on a part 2. It's probably going to be another longer type video with some pretty substantial goals. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was quite a challenge completing this fire cape, and it was really so much fun. I mean, I was so frustrated with all the deaths, but that made it all worth it for sure. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.
Hello and what's up, you absolute fucking legends? It is from here, and it is time for episode 19 of From Zero to Max PVM sets in both range, mage, and melee. This episode we went hella dry, but I am gonna show you guys the cheat code for whenever you go dry. Of course, we are gonna have the normal giveaway of 10 Ultra Mystery Boxes to follow winners. So if you want to enter that one, like the video, comment your
Oh,
in-game
man.
name, room health, and subscribe to the channel.
I
Without
did
further
like
ado,
2
let's
hours
get
of
on with the
charging
goddamn
orbs
video.
this morning.
Was trying to do a TOA session. We are still not getting purple, so we will start with some TOB and hopefully get some purples. I'll be back every 5 kills or every purple, depending on how lucky we are. Let's see, man. Get spooned. KC at number 10. We haven't gotten any purples, and the streak goes on. Feels bad, man. This is gonna be KC. No, well, it is KC in number 20 of the session. Still no purple. We're doing 4 man. It's kind of bad, man. This is Casey and number 30 of the sessions. Still no purple, man. Well, this was Casey and number 40, and we have still not seen one purple. Kind of feels bad, man. I wanted a purple, at least one, not even in my name, but in any name, but we just can't get one, man. Feels bad, man. We can be the opposite of spooned. Dry, I guess. Been a while. It is time, though, man. Think we're done. 40kc is enough for me without seeing any purples, not even in other people's names. We did make 600 mil, not really the best money per hour, but well, we went quite dry. It is what it is, though. I'm not too sure what the plan's gonna be now, but we need to make some money, man. I guess whenever you go dry, you gotta make money some other way.
Money, money, money. Could just swipe a credit card, man. But yeah, I mean, if you play the game, I mean, that's. Alright. Let's see what other else we got going on. What's this?
Proof that she moved OBS to her third monitor. Okay, let's see it.
Quick recap. Queen Poncelot is a monster hunter blindfold speedrunner who has been
I
exposed
thought he was just gonna say is a monster.
cheat. She was able to successfully pull it off by having a third monitor on her side and peeking through her loose blindfold, as Carl Jobst explained thoroughly. Her defense is that the third monitor doesn't exist. Here's the final nail in the coffin about this.
So I went and checked the live stream and I found evidence that OBS is matter of fact on the third screen to the right.
Let's see it.
So I wanted to see if you would ever move OBS back onto her main monitor and if I could catch her doing it from the right, you know?
Yeah, right,
But I
because
never
she
did
moved
that.
over, she
Sadly,
had to move back.
There was no footage of her doing that. So I started thinking of something else. Well, she uses OBS, right? And in OBS you can change scenes like this.
Oh!
Wow, insane, right? And you can do that either by having a shortcut key or by pressing manually in OBS.
Yeah.
I started looking through the live stream to see if she ever manually clicked inside OBS. And she does. Oh, she does. If we look on the second monitor, if we look down here, we can see the mouse is going to be moving up. Let's see here. Where is the mouse?
I see. Yep, right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it moves up to the right. Okay.
And then she's looking. She's looking in that direction. Bro, she's looking right in that direction. Like, that's such an interesting situation, isn't it?
And then let's look down here.
And you see, she's leaning over, and she is looking in that direction again.
Any moment, she's gonna click, and the moment she does, transition to a new scene in OBS.
I was thinking he was gonna try to pull something like that. Bro, oh my god. Oh my god, dead to fucking rights. Let's watch it again. Okay, here we go.
Click, and the moment she does,
the moment
transition to a new scene in OBS. She manually clicked inside OBS to change her scene. She moved her mouse to the right. Her OBS is on her third monitor on the right.
It's like, at this point, I think I went from 99% to 99.9%. We're probably going to add some more nines by the time that this is over, man. Oh,
I'm a physician.
You don't,
that's not
that's
entirely
not true.
God, that was so fucking ridiculous.
What's up, guys? This is Wendy Bandito, and welcome back to the Ultimate Helmet Man Iron Green. And today we're going.
Be about enough of that. Content to watch. I don't know. Like, maybe stop being lazy and just make content, but I'm kind of lazy. If I were to make content, I'd end up making a video like the one I just clicked out of, probably. combat in RuneScape.
Combat in RuneScape was just updated, and
This
this
is
is the single
RS3 though?
largest update since the evolution of combat all the way back in 2012.
Wow.
So in this video, let's go over every single change. For starters, splashing has been completely removed from RuneScape and replaced with a damage potential system.
Talking about RS3, by the way. So
This means that instead of hitting full damage or missing entirely in the old roll to hit system, if your accuracy stat, which can be seen in the target information window, is less than 100%, you'll instead deal damage equal to whatever percentage is showing. This makes combat much more consistent and will also allow you to apply buffs or debuffs without having to worry about your accuracy stat. Next up, the critical strike system has been modernized to make critical strikes easier to understand and more powerful when they do happen. In the old system, a critical strike meant you were hitting in the upper bounds of your regular damage, meaning if you rolled a crit, it meant you rolled a high hit but only slightly more damage than a regular hit. In this modern system, rolling a crit increases the damage dealt by a percentage based on your levels, starting at an extra 10% damage at level 1 and ending off at
actually, why don't we
50%
listen to
bonus
this?
damage at level
RS3.
90.
I don't give a fuck about RS3.
I got a haircut. But I'm still pissed off. You know why? Because I hop on twitter.com this morning
Oh,
and I see
that's a mistake.
this insane video clip.
What the fuck?
And I thought that's
Yeah.
absurd. That what an absurd amount of piss. What is this movie? What is this? Where is this dance battle from? I've never seen this film before. So as a normal human, I scroll down to the comment section to take a look. And I see
I'm actually doing y'all a favor by not putting that on the
dance
screen.
moves. And then I scroll and I see this iconic dance from Step Up. And then I see 1983 Michael Jackson performance and a bunch of shit, man. Because Elon Musk ruined his website and now only blue checks will be promoted to the top of replies. And blue checks only care about getting more impressions so they can get a little more Skrilla. I think half of these accounts are botted anyway. So I hopped over to another social media site, Instagram. And I saw that the Celtics beat the Warriors by 50 points. I was like, wow.
Wow, who cares?
Comments here. And it's just a bunch of dumb. Steph's wife must be cheating again. Steph over. Steph still got a ring. Still got a ring up. It's just a bunch of random ass comments with like 2 likes on it that I don't know why the hell I'm reading. They just feel randomly promoted to me. Doesn't even feel like a goddamn conversation. All right. Then I go over to Reddit. I go to Reddit and I see my ass on Reddit and in a banana costume on me IRL. I can only dream of being this cool. And immediately I go to the comments because I'm like, what is the discourse here? And I have to deal with fucking Reddit discourse, which is what's cool about it. It's quite appealing. Lol, going down a slippery slope. I use bananas to pleasure myself. That was a weird comment by a weird person. And then I come home. I come back home here to YouTube, where I get to talk to you guys. And I posted a YouTube short. And so I clicked on the comments because it was about how I finally was able to hit one of my goals of benching 225 pounds. And the comments are, dude, look at this. Impressive. Your videos are always high quality. Why is your coochie on fire? What would be a perfect night at a modern circus show?
They're all bots, dude. Oh my god.
Comment sections are fucked, man. They're fucked. They're ruined. They're horrible, horrible comment sections. I hate them. They make me upset. But today, we had a bright spot. Because I believe comment sections might have been saved by Hamburger Yum Yum. Because I think for the first time in recorded YouTube history, the commenter was not only right, but saved a YouTuber. Of course, if you know what I'm talking about, I have to introduce you to The Horizon, a Minecraft YouTuber whose general shtick is going on unfair pay-to-win Minecraft servers, sometimes set up by creators or just people trying to scam kids out of money, and making the lives of the server hosts a little bit worse. And so he tries to craft it, or crash it, like he did here.
All I have to do is turn on the auto clicker. Here we go.
This is crazy, by the way. Him shaking the cursor back and forth.
After just a minute, chat began noticing the lag.
Is creating lag server-wide and ended up taking down the server for like about 4 hours, which crazy. And it's a very popular video, has 5 million views. One other thing you should know about The Horizon is that he does not upload a lot. Like Michael Reeves doesn't upload a lot. And, I don't blame the guy. He's still in school. It's pretty hard to juggle school and also being YouTuber. And then also doing projects that are big enough that it's 50-minute videos because, it takes a lot of work to figure out how to crash server, whatever. Okay, you get the idea. And one of his devout fans, Hamburger Yum Yum 7491, says, Horizon, why are you edging us? When will it come out, Lobster? I'm tired. Good night. And the Horizon, to his credit, very good at responding to his viewers, says, when I figure out acid-based titration, never. Probably in a few weeks, maybe when I can wrap it up in spring break. And then Hamburger Yum Yum drops a bomb. I mean, an absolute bomb that describes what acid-based titration is. Okay, take your time, of course. Let me offer some assistance, though. I know this extremely well. I've did acid-based titration in the past, and I got to know how it works and all. It's really simple, and I'll explain it to you. And explain he did. I've read through all of this. I've been out of school for 10 goddamn years. We are not done yet. Here is the second part of it. And this guy goes so fucking in-depth that I think even I kind of understand what acid-based titration is. Okay, and just to prove it, I'm going to try to distill it right now. Acid-based titration is basically trying to figure out how acidic or basic something is. And the way you do that is you take a solution that you're trying to figure out how acidic or basic it is. 0 to 6 is acid, 8 to 14 is basic, 7 is neutral. And then you take something you know how acidic or basic it is, the titrate, if you will. So you have the analyte, the thing you're analyzing, the titrate, and then you add a bit of the titrate to the analyte. And you keep adding it and adding it and adding it until it changes color. I don't really fucking know why it changes color, but at some point it changes color, and how much liquid you had to put in is kind of how you figure out how acidic or basic it is. I think that's the idea. And then you have this little formula: C equals
Oh my
times
God.
C divided by mix minus V. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit tapped out, but I read it all, and I was like, damn. And for a second, I was like, maybe this is just maybe this is just a little Chat GPT because that's what
Chat
everybody's
GPT
doing nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's not. Because look at this sentence right here. All right. Basicity of a solution on a scale of 0 to 14. 0 to 6 is acidity, 7 is neutral, 8 to 14 is alkalinity or basicity. I know, lol. It seems odd because you would think acidity would be higher up in the scale, but no, lol. By the way,
well, you can use Chat GPT and then edit it a little bit, so it's probably still Chat GPT, but he just kind of edited his little personal touch. I mean, that's what I usually do.
Bases and alkaline, which have a OH at the end. I agree. I would have thought acidity was higher, but no, it's not that way for some reason. So anyway, that's it. And then he wraps it up and he says, does this all make sense, Horizon? I really tried to explain it thoroughly and easy. Reread it a bit. I hope you can now make the video faster. He did literally all of that just so his favorite YouTube video would make a YouTube video faster. And we have the good ending because the Horizon saw this message, said, oh my God, I now feel the urge to furiously make out with you. Thank you, Lamau. Exactly that, smiley face. I don't know what that meant. I just really like science and all. I hope it makes sense. Focus on school and your personal life first, of course. What an amazing commenter. Hamburger Yum Yum 7491, single-handedly saving comments on this internet, making me feel a little better. Okay? And I'm going to end this video with one more thing.
Click up.
I just found out you can read comments on YouTube TV.
And you highlight this block.
You gotta click the little block thing.
Hit enter.
And then when you do, you can read the description and read comments. And then even in the comments, you can read like replies to comments. I never knew this. Maybe this is me proving I'm a boomer. I'm gonna end the video before 8 minutes so there's no mid rolls, but I thought that was cute. Anyway, have a good day. See you later. Goodbye. Let's fix the comment section on YouTube. Fucking fix the comments. Fix the comments, Neil. I'm getting upset, man. I'm gonna.
All right, so some ordinary gamer, Mudahar here, video game crash in 2024. Funny, we were just talking about that. So let's see what he thinks the video game crash is going to be about.
Hello, guys and gals, me Mudahar, and today we got to talk about, is gaming dying? Is gaming going to crash again? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to just really start off by saying that I love video games. I really do. My channel's name is Some Ordinary Gamers. I play video games, since I was a kid, and I still do to this day. One of my favorite video games very recently is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, okay? Yeah, it's a remake of Final Fantasy VII, I get it. But it's pretty much the vision that the original developers, I guess, wanted, and it's one that I appreciate. But this isn't a review of a video game. This is a talk about one of the biggest industries in entertainment that's currently being talked about. And the reason we're talking about it in such a weird, shaky way, if it's going to crash, is I don't know if you've been following, ladies and gentlemen. You probably have been. Gaming companies are laying off employees like the plague, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty bad right now.
True.
So, you might have heard literally like a day ago, our EA Games fired 670 workers, okay? They sunsetted games in production.
Yeah, this was actually pretty big. I never covered it because I was kind of burnt out on the whole layoffs bullshit, so I never actually made a video covering this, and we didn't talk about it during live either. But yeah, this
I mean, they could just have hired too many people to begin with, and now they're just self-correcting. So
was actually pretty big because EA not only fired 600, actually, it turns out actually maybe a little bit more than 600, but they also, sunset means they canceled those games. So games that were in development that they were actually trying to make in terms of, like, say, for example, making a game in Crash Bandicoot IP, they decided to sunset not only the game, but also the IP. So the entire IP was literally just killed outright. It's a nice word for just, we killed the game, right? And we're not even looking to make more games in the future in that genre or in that IP. It's all over. So this is pretty big. And I can tell you guys right now, just based on my own experience and my read on the economy, this is not going to slow down. This is going to keep going. Most of these gaming companies are going to do what you could probably refer to as the incremental layoff strategy. So basically what all of these gaming companies are doing now, they're laying off X number of employees, restructuring and reorganizing until things have sort of sorted itself out, and then they're going to lay off another group of employees. And then they're going to restructure and reorganize, and then they're going to lay off another group of employees. So they're going to keep laying off employees until they get to optimal size, where they can't lay off anymore because now actual game development will suffer and they don't need any more.
And I mean, with the advancements of ChatGPT, it makes things a lot easier, especially when it comes to coding. So there'll be a lot more layoffs.
So that's the perfect one. Why are we there? Because the market has basically been irrational for more than a decade. And rationality needs to return to the market. This is where recessions come in. Recessions force you to become more rational. And what we're seeing from these gaming companies is literally that. It's a return to more rational times. Is it sad that a lot of developers are losing their jobs? Of course it is, right? No one wants to see people suffer, except, of course, if they work for Sweet Baby Inc., in which case, suffer, you fuckers. No one actually wants to see ordinary, normal people suffer. Fact of the matter is, and I may be wrong about this, and many of you may think, wow, Aklon, that's quite a heartless way of looking at it. But if you're a gaming company and you're laying off a group of your developers, it is almost certain to me that the developers you're laying off are the ones that are either, one, not really necessary for your game development, or two, not the best developers in that company. I highly doubt that companies are going to fire their best developers. And if you are a good developer, you are most likely going to get another job. The ones who aren't good developers, who were basically just in it for the culture war, they're probably the ones that's going to suffer to find new work. But I think if you're good, you will eventually bounce back, at least to some extent. I see slower fat shitting to avoid the huge backlash. Of course, that's also 100% part of it, Princess. It is that thing of, if EA announced tomorrow that they're laying off 10,000 people, the universe will have a fucking breakdown, right? People everywhere will lose their minds. But if I do 600 year, 700 there, 500 year, 200 year, So I spread it out. People will be angry, but it's not going to be the massive backlash where people demand change or anything to that nature. And you also have to remember there's actual shareholders involved here, and you may think to yourself, yeah, but they're doing this for the shareholders. Well, things can go really wrong. If you fire too many people and that actually negatively impacts the business, shareholders can sue you for that. Remember, you have a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders to make them money.
It's pretty interesting. I'm pretty clueless on a lot of this.
So if you go overboard and you lay off too many people and suddenly you realize you can't actually do your job, you will be sued. So they're sort of walking that tightrope of needing to lay off people, but also having to do it in such a way that they don't piss off the players too much, but they also don't piss off the shareholders too much.
Spawn literally lost a first-person shooter in the Star Wars franchise. We are